I'm Marty Wolff. I've worked with small, mid-size, and billion-dollar companies across America. Through these experiences and being a lifelong learner, reading hundreds of books and interviewing hundreds of the brightest business minds in the world today, I now feel an obligation to share what I learned with you. Get ready to learn from the best. This is the Business Builder Show with Marty Wolff. Welcome to the Business Builder Show. I'm your host, Marty Wolff, and I'm in Scranton, Pennsylvania today, and I am at the Tec Bridge Innovation Conference that's being held in the Hilton Conference Center, again in Scranton, Pennsylvania. I have a guest with me today who was a friend. I wanted to say old friend, but I don't want to go there. We don't want to start right there, right? A friend of mine, Jim Barrett, and Jim Barrett is the president and CEO of Road Scholar Transport.
Marty, good morning.
Good morning. How are you, sir? Good to see you. You did a presentation today at the Innovation Conference, and the title of your presentation was and is, Trucks Are Smart Machines Too. I guess somebody who runs Road Scholar Transport has something to say about that. I'll say it again. Trucks are smart machines too. Okay, I'll take the bait. Tell me.
Marty, virtually everything we do, from the moment the person puts the key in the ignition to the time they come home, is recorded. Whether it's video, whether it's diagnostics, whether it's digital. The trucks have cameras, the trucks have brains, the trailers have brains. Everything, every motion is being monitored actively every moment.
Every second.
Yes.
Gets in the cab, turns it on that truck, everything's lighting up, and it's recording virtually everything.
We know where the truck is. We know where the truck has been. We know when the doors are open. We know if the truck is speeding. We know if the truck had a lateral acceleration, going around the curve too fast. We know if there's been a quick deceleration. We know when the doors of a trailer are open and closed. We know what the temperature of the units are at all times. If there's a deviation from norm, from the temp setting on the trailer of a preset amount, we will be notified immediately.
Wow. So you're sitting at HQ, in this case you're in Dunmore, Pennsylvania, and so you can monitor all this real time.
On your smartphone.
On the smartphone, isn't that something?
Your laptop, your iPad.
Amazing, huh? So, smart for safety. So what you just described, maybe hit some points on what you mean by smart for safety.
Smart for safety. All right, so there's a product that we have on our trailers called Stability Roll Control on our tractors.
Stability Roll Control.
So if a driver is coming through a corner on the highway at too much of a speed, and the sensors feel that the inside tires are revolving at a faster revolution per minute or per second than the outside, it will apply the brakes to the outside axle.
Wow.
That's been around for 10 years.
Wow.
Pretty old technology, but it's great technology in terms of rollover prevention.
Wow.
We have radar systems on our tractors. So there's these radar systems that are constantly measuring the following distance of the vehicle in front of us. And we have them triggered that we want a 3-second interval between the front of our truck and the rear end of the truck or car that's in front of us.
3 seconds?
3 seconds.
Okay.
If our truck were to violate the 3-second rule, I mean, I get down to 2 seconds, 2 3/4 seconds, or 2.5 seconds, there's a series of events that are going to happen quickly. First, there'll be an audible signal to the driver. And he would have to take intervention. If he or she fails to do that, then the fuel delivery system inside the tractor will stop giving fuel to the injectors. If those two don't work, the audible and the fuel delivery, then the engine brake will apply. We'll start applying the brakes to the exhaust side of the engine, on the internal combustion engine. And if all three of those don't get acted on in milliseconds, the foundation brakes will be applied.
And wow. So you're following within 3 seconds of a vehicle in front of you.
Yes.
And so this
overrides the driver. At 13 miles per hour or greater, it will override the driver. Now, for under 13 miles per hour, obviously you're going to be in interstate traffic, you're on and off the accelerator, on and off the brakes.
Right.
But it's a heck of a great safety instrument.
It truly is. How about for security? And I know we've talked about security several times. We've been on several shows together. Security is in transportation and logistics today is a critical thing. So smart machines. Talk to me about how that relates to security, Jim.
Okay, let's talk about this. When we're transporting pharmaceutical products, food products, chemicals, or what have you, we are really a vendor managed company. We're managing the inventory of our customers' products.
A vendor managed company.
Yes.
Okay.
But essentially, let's drill down further than that. I'm actually transporting essentially their market capitalization.
Mm.
If I were to allow something stupid to happen inadvertently or intentionally, and my customer had page one news, that's going to hurt their market cap.
Big time.
So I get the message that I have to responsibly transport and manage their inventory from their facilities to their customer's facility, and give them 24/7 transparency on it. So we can tell them where the truck's been, we can tell them where it's going, we geofence all of our highways, we geofence our customers' facilities. So everybody has full-time visibility. Who needs to know? It's not general access.
Right.
You just can't go over the cloud and grab it. But if you're a customer of ours and you have a SOC, a Security Operations Center, your Security Operations Center can absolutely ride herd on where our truck is going.
Wow.
And if we breach a protocol or if we breach a geofence, there's a lot of people.
Geofence meaning you go off your route, basically.
If a driver would go off a route an eighth of a mile, we would know about it.
The driver goes off their route an eighth of a mile.
We would know about it.
That's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
It's-
Talk
it's-
about
it's-
smart machines.
But
Wow.
And Marty, the neat thing is, this information availability is germinating fastly, quickly. It's really neat. I love it. But we go to customers and
You love it.
I'm just not a trucker. I'm not just bumping them to your dock and grab it, load it, and go, turn and burn. What we're going to do is I'm going to let you see my accountability all the while I'm in care and custody of your merchandise.
Wow.
And I love it. And a lot of people.
I know you do. You've been doing it a while.
A lot of people balk at that.
What do you mean? Why would they? What do you mean balk at it? You mean shippers would balk at it?
First of all, it costs money. No, but it costs money. All the safety stuff is for free.
Yeah, sure.
But it helps you with your insurance premiums. It helps you prevent carnage to your drivers. It helps you prevent accidents. The transparency on the product. Stephen Jobs did not invent the iPhone. He invented impatience.
Impatience.
Everybody wants every piece of information now. So for us to be relevant to our customers, I have to be able to provide them with the relevant information on their products.
Yeah.
I can't say, well, it's someplace. I need to know exactly where it is.
You can't give me the answer. Well, I'm not sure. It left at so and so time. I'm not sure where it is. I can see that. So I'm talking with Jim Barrett. He's the president and CEO of Road Scholar Transport. He is based in Dunmore, Pennsylvania, but you cover a lot of territory, don't you, Jim?
We have facilities in Massachusetts, in North Jersey, Philadelphia, Allentown, Mechanicsburg, PA, and soon to be over in Columbus, Ohio.
Wow, congratulations. You've been at it for a while. Tell us the family story quickly, that how you started all this. I find that interesting, and I'm sure folks watching are going to find it
I don't
interesting.
know if you can trade that secret sauce.
Well, let's just talk about the family. You were sitting there and you were unhappy with your present job.
I was working with another company as their vice president of sales. And candidly, I became their chief apologist.
Chief apologist.
I was walking around saying, I'm sorry for late, I'm sorry for damage, I'm sorry for whatever. And it became numbing. And there was a leadership change. I jockeyed for the position, I did not get it. But they put somebody else in charge, and I decided the next day I'm quitting. And fortunately, I knew how to drive a truck, and I had some customers that had some faith in me. And they said, here, you get all the licenses and all the insurances and the relative products you need in order to service our business. We'll give you a shot at it. And I was blessed.
Yeah.
Couple good friends, customers gave me a shot, and thank God, without them.
Yeah. Well, it's turned out okay. I always like to make the point that you still have your CDL, don't you?
10-4.
10-4. Still has it. That's why I'm proud of you. I'm proud of Road Scholar Transport and the incredible things. And I loved when you said, I love all this new learning. I love all this new technology. Let's get to something that is kind of a universal issue. Can you find drivers, Jim?
It's a difficult task.
It's difficult.
And when we're speaking to any of our customers, to a person, they'll tell you that they can't find anybody to do any jobs.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
From gardening to
It's a big deal.
to nursing and to what have you. So the entire employment spectrum is difficult. But what we work on, Monty, very sincerely, is the culture of the organization.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? We know that we have to have an organization that creates a safety net for everybody's failure. People can mess up.
People.
And I'm not a manager that looks for punitive results. Let's try to look at the root cause. What do we do wrong? What happened? If it wasn't malicious and intentional, okay, it was an accident. Let's figure it out.
Yeah.
Now, if it's malicious and intentional, c'est la vie. C'est la
Yeah,
guerre.
different story.
Done.
Yeah.
But so culture trumps everything at Roach Scholar.
Culture eats strategy for breakfast. I think it
I
was Peter
believe-
Drucker who said that, right?
Peter Drucker.
I think
Search
it
of
was,
excellence.
Peter Drucker. I think it was Kim coined that phrase as culture eats strategy for breakfast, and I know that's what you follow. I got to go with this one because I see the word "smart" for the steak, like steak, like eat steak. That's the way this is reading.
Yeah, Roach Scholar, we do an awful lot of food transportation. And with the Food Safety Modernization Act of a few years back, there's enhanced responsibilities on not just the manufacturer, but on the shipper, on the truck driver, the truck company, the dispatchers, and the people receiving the products.
Mm.
So everybody has a very specific role in order to make sure that the integrity of the products are not compromised while in transit.
Mm.
And dare I say it, there's
Temperature control is
Temp-
critical all through that, right?
And yes, and the audit trails that we provide go back over a year. So if somebody could come back to me and say, today is middle of August 2019, they could say, hey, last September 2018, you transported this from Columbus, Ohio to Massachusetts. I need to have the temp readings on that truck. Done.
You got it.
Done.
You got it.
You'll have it in 10 seconds.
One I can't leave you with. We're going to wrap up in a second, but I can't leave without talking about autonomous vehicles. What's going on, Jimmy
They're here.
Barrett?
They're here.
They're here.
They're definitely here. You're going to see it in the long haul market space first, meaning east to west, west to east, north to south, south to north. Inner city is going to come later on. But you see it. You see it today. I mean, there are trucks that are going down the road that are driverless. Now here's the spin. I think there's going to be some pushback with the autonomous truck. The forecast has that by 2040, there will be a 90% reduction in at-speed accidents with trucks because of autonomous drivers, driverless vehicles. Who's going to lose by that trade? Well, the guy with the ambulance, you're not going to like it. The guy with the tow truck, you're not going to like it.
Interesting.
The gal that's got the plaintiff's lawyer, did you get hit by a truck today? Or did you wish you got hit by a truck today?
Interesting.
Just call me 1-800-SUE-ME. So there will be some pushback. You may get some pushback by labor unions.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it.
So there's a lot of moving
Kind
parts.
of muddy waters here going forward, right?
It's not going to be reversed.
Yeah.
It's like saying that,
coming.
yeah,
It's coming.
it's here.
Yeah.
Listen, we don't need an Air Force anymore. We have drones. We're flying drones over the Middle East from Maryland or Virginia.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I'd love to be a pilot. I was a pilot, but you see how things advance.
It's a different world. It's a different world. So I think that.
So we started our presentation this morning with the WTF.
Yeah.
Now, conventionally, people say, "What the heck is that?" It's what's the future.
What's the future?
I don't know what the future is. I just know that it's going to be different than today, and I want to be a part of what's the future.
Yeah. Well, you are. Did a great presentation today at the Tec Bridge Innovation Conference again in Scranton, Pennsylvania, which is put on Tec Bridge. And you want to learn more about them, you can go to tecbridgepa.org. That's TEC, tecbridgepa.org. My guest has been Jim Barrett. He is the president and CEO of a company called Road Scholar Transport. Website is
Roadscholar.com.
roadscholar.com.
And it's populated with non-propaganda.
There's information on there. There's great information on there.
Please, if anybody does go to roadscholar.com, please scroll down to our charities. We currently support 47 5013Cs for less fortunate folks.
I'm glad you brought that up because, again, a lot of people know Jimmy Barrett and Road Scholar Trucking regionally because they've seen famous one is the pink trucks There's been all different kinds of things, but when breast cancer awareness, correct?
Breast cancer, prostate cancer, Children's Tumor Foundation, there's just a lot.
Yeah.
And they're all great causes. And when you get to meet these people, you generally feel great about having outreach to help them.
So you've got a great mix with Jimmy Barrett and Road Scout of Transport culture. He cares about people, he cares about his drivers, he cares about his shippers, his vendors. Boy, I don't know anybody that has better cutting edge on what he's doing than Jim Barrett. So you have been listening to the Business Builder Show. I'm Marty Wolff, your host. This is Jim Barrett. Thanks so much for listening.
Bringing the business classroom to you. It's the Business Builder Show with Marty Wolff.